let's talk about this, shall we?
That's lunch.
Of course, Thunderbolts had its premiere the other night, and last night also they had fan screenings across the country. Not a lot of them, like 16 screenings or something like that across the country, where both fans and critics had a chance to see the film and give their reactions. Now, normally when we talk about first reactions to a movie, we're talking about first reactions of critics because they got to see the advanced press screenings. But they actually did the fan screenings on the same night. And before we get into the critic stuff, let's talk about some of the fan reactions. They were insane. Now, we're talking about people who are not critics, just fans that went to the fan screenings. It was fantastic. Not many of them saying it was the greatest Marvel movie of all time, but pretty much to a T, all of them. This was amazing. This was fantastic. I watched several out of the theater reactions. By the way, you've noticed ever since I started doing those a number of years ago, everybody does out of the theater reactions now. Just saying. But a lot of fans sitting in their cars, coming out of the theaters, they're like going, I love this movie, and like kind of losing their mind. They were all saying they thought it was great. I can honestly say I did not come across one fan reaction that didn't really like the film. Now, I'm sure I did not see all of them. I'm sure there must be a couple that didn't. Law of averages. But I'm just saying the ones I saw were all incredible. How did the critics that saw it feel? Well, folks over at Superhero Hype pulled together a bunch of them saying Thunderbolts' first reaction and reviews praise it as Marvel's darkest movie, which is interesting. Let's see. We'll start with Beans Got Games wrote, Thunderbolts was awesome. Tons of implications on how the MCU is moving forward. The team works well together. Plenty of emotion. Yelena is my MVP. Definitely a super fun movie. Definitely stick around for the after credits. Emily Murray wrote, Thunderbolts is easily one of the best MCU movies in a long time. Tells a genuinely emotional story. Jacob Fisher of Discussing Film added, Thunderbolts is truly fantastic. The cast has electric chemistry with each other. Florence Pugh and Lewis Pullman are the standouts. Lewis Pullman is the one playing Sentry. And the action sequences are very strong, but most of all, the film story hit me like a ton of bricks. It's bold, important, and so well written. Matt Nagilia of Best Picture noted, it's some of Marvel's darkest material to date. Florence Pugh carries much of the dramatic weight, while Lewis Pullman delivers a complex performance. Brandon Norwood of the Film Blurge said, shocked how good Thunderbolts is. This dysfunctional team has chemistry too. Big Gold Belt Media wrote, it's described it as raw, hilarious, and deeply human, gritty, emotional, and unlike anything Marvel has done before. Amon Warman of Empire Magazine called the film visually daring and emotionally resonant, highlighting the performances by Pugh, Pullman, and David Harbour. Film and Glory wrote, Thunderbolts introduces a new era for Marvel. Sebastian Stan has an absolute scene-stealing moment, yet Florence Pugh shows that she is the true lead of the new generation and team. All right, now, as I found others, they were all basically said the same thing, and here's the cue. The most negative ones I found were ones that were basically, hey, this is really good, but I was hoping for more. That it was those kind of ones. Like there were still positive reviews. Like the most negative ones I found were still positive, but were like, I was kind of hoping it would be better than it was, but it was still quite good. And blah, blah. So those are the most negative ones. A lot of them were kind of singing its praises. And again, the key thing here and the key difference between other first reactions is that we also had thousands of fans that got to see it as well. Average filmgoers gave their reactions, and apparently they were right in line with the critic ones as well. I am not expecting Thunderbolts to be the best Marvel movie, but I am expecting it to be great. And it sounds like from the reactions that we're getting from both fans and critics that it sounds like it may deliver on that. And I couldn't be more excited. Again, I've said for ages now, for over a year, that I'm actually more excited for Thunderbolts than I am for Fantastic Four. That says a lot. So I love what I'm hearing from this. Chris, you saw and read the first reactions coming out from fans and critics. What are you taking away from it the most, and are you surprised it's been this positive?
I'm not surprised it's been this positive because I love this little ragtag bunch of people. And I feel like we've also really centered, at least on a lot of the advertising for this, on Red Guardian and on Yelena.
Yeah.
And that is who I feel like is the beating heart of this film. So many of the posters, too, are just them having wonderful, like, father-daughter moments. I'm very intrigued by this being one of Marvel's darkest films. Kind of got an inkling from that of, the little Pompeii-esque smears that Sentry is leaving behind of people in New York. But I'm really happy about this.
That's a great reference, by the way. Full points to you.
From ancient Rome.
Little Pompeii reference.
I'm very excited. And what makes me really pumped is that my friends who are not in the superhero bubble, my friends who are not diehard Marvel or DC people, are really excited about this movie. Where it's, oh, I really like this kind of found family trope. This looks really fun. All the ads have been really cool. It looks like it's going to be action-packed. Oh, it's really intriguing. And they've seemed to be really excited about seeing this. And I haven't heard that kind of excitement from my non-comic book friends in a very long time. And I feel like that's very promising. And these kinds of reviews and reactions really give me hope that this movie delivers.
Rob, what's your big takeaway from the reactions we've been reading here?
Well, first of all, the movie has always looked appealing, but what I really like about these reactions is clearly the trailers have not told us what this movie's really about. You know that, okay, Sentry, Void, shenanigans, ragtag team. But the actual plot of this film and what is actually unfolding when they talk about how it's hard-hitting and that it has implications for the MCU moving forward, I think this movie has a lot going on, and I'm really excited for that. And I could kind of tell that from the trailers because we just keep seeing snippets of the same scenes as Marvel tends to do with their trailers. And I think Florence Pugh is one of the greatest, sexiest, most appealing screen presences we have going today. Whatever she's in, she can do no wrong. I've always liked her as Yelena, starting with Black Widow, and the idea and the fact that it's a familial relationship with David Harbour. I've liked that dynamic as well, and I love everybody that's in this movie. So hearing this is really encouraging, and I think that to know that it has something to do with the MCU, the larger MCU, which I think has been missing, and hopefully it'll lead into Fantastic Four and it'll lead into Doomsday and all that. I'm really looking forward to having my interest peaked to the MCU, because one of the things I felt about Captain America Brave New World, which I didn't hate, but I thought it was just kind of ordinary.
Yeah.
It did not ignite my excitement for the MCU. And I love the MCU, and I want to be excited again. And this movie sounds like it's what I've wanted, that it will nourish my dark MCU heart that has been dormant for 5 years.
Yeah, it's funny to think we are now only about a week away. I think 1 week and 1 day away from the movie hitting theaters. I'm actually going to be watching it in Las Vegas.
Oh,
nice.
I'm going to be in Las Vegas on the my sister is coming to visit me, and we're going to her and her husband have never been to Vegas, so we're going to drive out to Vegas. So
does that mean no show?
Oh no, we'll do a show. I'll just join you guys probably remotely from Vegas. But anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Again, this is kind of a unique situation in the sense that the first reactions from the critics are coming out on the same time that the first reactions from fans have come out, and they all seem to be pretty unified in it. They seem to really love this film. Here's hoping, because I need something better than Captain America Brave New World. Or is that what it was called?
Yeah.
I need something better than that. Hopefully this will be it. Guys, whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.